Mick, how did the showcase go today?
Really good. Yeah, it was great to have the opportunity to bring players into the stadium, let them play on the first team pitch and showcase what they're all about. You know, we had a good conversation before the event took place, just to let them know about the football club, give them an idea of where we've come from, where we want to get to, and the sort of development plans we've got for players who come into the football group. So, fantastic day, and I thought the boys did really well.
Obviously, a lot of the players are going to be asking about the next steps. What are the next steps, Mick?
So, obviously, we VO'd the game. You know, sometimes you watch a game but you don't see everything. So we've got all the video content for the game, and we'll look at that as staff, identify players who we think we can bring in various parts of the programmes, and get back to them and let them have an opportunity to come and showcase a little bit more.
Obviously, you can't mention names and numbers and so on, but was there many players you impressed today?
I can't say. I'll tell you.
No hints?
No, it's not fair on the majority. I think, again, we've touched upon 3 or 4 boys who stood out. We've seen a few of them yesterday as well. And then they've transferred it again into a full 11-a-side 90-minute game. So, yeah, that consistency and quality has got to be ever present. And I think once we watch the video, it'll reinforce what we already thought.
Obviously, everyone's wanting to be a professional footballer, but what are the alternative pathways?
Well, football can provide a career, can't it? Not just on the football pitch, but off it. So, you know, we're big believers in developing people as well as footballers. So we want to find the levels for the players. If it's within the football group at Fleetwood, then fantastic. If it's not, then we've got expertise and experience to help them and support them, as we've done with our own youth team players who've just left the academy to come in as analysts. So the possibilities are endless. It's all about the person and their desires.
Okay. Obviously, today's the first ever Talent ID at the Highbury Stadium in Fleetwood. Is there plans to do more?
There is, yeah. We'd love to do more on the stadium. Obviously, that will be dependent upon the first team and their fixture schedule. But you know, we've got a brilliant £15 million training complex as well, which we don't need to ignore. We can use that, and I think there'll be much more of these events taking place, and loads more opportunities for players to come and showcase what they're about, learn about the club, and see if we're the right kind of club for them. And if they want play development, if they want pathways, then there's only one place to look at.
Yeah. Obviously, people who are online and social media would have seen today's event. If any of them want to join the FTIFA programme, how do they do it?
Yeah, so obviously online it has all the links. So you click in the bios, obviously keep following what we're doing. If you're interested in any of the activities, any of the programmes, any of the international programmes, then just give us a call, email, text, whatever, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks for your time, Mick. Thank you. We've had a number of scouts here today at the Talent ID. We have one to my left. Would you like to introduce yourself?
So yeah, my name is Terrell McLeod-Bentley. I'm the recruitment director here at Soccer Assist. We specialise in helping students gain access into American universities via scholarships.
Nice to have you here, Terrell. Tell us a little bit about the Talent ID today. Have you been impressed?
Yeah, I've been thoroughly impressed. You know, I've been fortunate that I've been at Fleetwood for the past 2 days. So yesterday at the event at the training ground, and then today at the event at the stadium. And it's been both events. The levels have been fantastic. You know, the attitude, the application, the technical ability of the players has been second to none. So yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed watching.
So you just mentioned that you've been here for 2 days. First day, obviously, you were at the training ground. Second day, you're here at the stadium. Tell the viewers a little bit about the facilities that you've seen at the training ground and here at the stadium.
Well, firstly, at the training ground, you know, you've got fantastic grass pitches. You know, you've got 3Gs there, and you've got a newly installed indoor dome, which is, I guess, especially being where you guys are based geographically, it's going to make a lot of sense to have that set up there. So that's first class. And then obviously the stadium, you walk out, you get that feeling, you know, that you as if you're a pro. And I guess that's the aim of what the Talent ID event is about, giving them that experience, you know, giving them that taste of what they can expect and what they're actually working toward.
Exactly. I think you just touched on it there about the experience of being a professional footballer, walking out in the stadium here. Obviously, you've been around for the last 2 days, especially today. Has there been any talent that you'd like to consider for the US university route?
Yeah, definitely. There's a number of players that I've had conversations with already, and there's some that I'll pick up conversations with afterwards. You know, once we have had the chance of looking at the video footage, because you know, when you're covering so many players, sometimes people might not get looked at the first sight, so you need to just revisit it and make sure that you're making an accurate assessment. But definitely there was some that I can see playing over in the US right away.
Obviously, at Fleetwood, we're all about providing pathways for players, obviously the US university route. Is it something you'd recommend to other scouts to come down to one of these talent IDs?
Yeah, definitely. I recommend scouts to come and watch, because you're going to have players that are after all types of opportunities and are going to be at different levels. So some may not be ready to take the jump straight into professional football. Others may be, So I think the more scouts, the more opportunities, the more pathways, then it just creates a lot more success stories for the players coming from these events.
Okay, thanks very much for your time, Terrell. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Michael O'Neill here, live from Highbury Stadium, and I am here with FTIFA coach Jack. Jack, how do you feel it went today?
Thought it was a really good day. It was a good opportunity for the lads to come in and sort of showcase their talent and let us get eyes on the lads as well, with the other coaches in and around it. But yeah, all in all, thought it was a really good day.
Without giving away names and numbers, obviously we've spoken to the players today about the potential pathways in the Fleetwood group. How many players do you feel, if any, were capable of going and playing for the club?
I think there was maybe a handful of players, maybe 3 or 4 lads there that were really sort of talented and stood out for, and it was pretty consistent across all the coaches in their opinion of that, and sort of the same names were sort of mentioned upstairs when we were getting a chat after. So about 3 or 4 of the lads really impressed today, so I think they could possibly get their feet into it and make their way through the club.
And obviously you've managed at Champions League level with Glentoran women. What is it you specifically look for in a player?
Well, we always say the non-negotiables at FTIFA and Fleetwood as a whole is high energy, character and desire. So just being able to show them 3 things when it's going your way in a game, and also when it's not going your way. Can you show the 3 sort of non-negotiables the whole way through your game?